You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run to your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome, MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, as always, the Iceman. This is unscheduled. I kind of set this up over this past weekend and didn't do it, but came home and I said, what the hell? So we'll throw this extra one out. I hope all my stories are still where they were at. We'll get the housekeeping out the way real quick. Of course, if you want a good cigar, great cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com. Use the promo code MOTORCOP15. You'll get 15% off your order. If you order $100 or more, you'll get free shipping. It's a small businessman to the U.S., so supporting a small businessman. Also, if you want any MOTORCOP merch, like this shirt, this is my fuck your feet. Well, this says fuck you, but like you're calling out a plate, you can get those at the MOTORCOP Etsy store, or you can go to the website, MOTORCOPchronicles.com, and click on the merch link. And if you want any extra episodes, you can join the Patreon. They got a 7-day free trial thing. I think today I looked at it, I think I have a total of 180-something posts and all kind of stuff up there. Over 20-something episodes. If you can't understand, the economy's tight. We'll still keep putting out these free episodes anyway. But if you want more and more raw and real and unedited, that's where you got to go. Other than that, we'll just jump into this shit and hopefully I still got all my shit straight. This first one is people local around where I'm at and stuff know. This is Melanie Curtin. She was convicted over last year or beginning of this year. I don't remember exactly when. The date. She got convicted of was it aggravated forcible rape and video voyeurism or something like that. Name's Melanie Curtin. You can look up the case. It's but they offered her a deal. I don't remember what the deal was. She didn't take it. She went to trial. They gave her life. The other two people involved in this with it, they both took pleas. One got 40 years and the other one got 99. Me personally, in my opinion, she was the lesser of all three of them. What she is accused of, rape is always bad, of course. Like I said, what she's accused of, if she did it. The other ones were involved with children. They should never get out of jail, and she was the one to get life. I think I got a video, might explain a little bit more. She did get out, she appealed her case. The appellate court came back and ordered her to be retried, new trial. So she got a bond. I think it was $350,000, and she bonded out. So she is out right now, I believe.
A woman who got her conviction overturned is now a Livingston Parish inmate, according to the Department of Corrections.
Melanie Curtin getting a second shot at freedom this week when an appeals court overturned her conviction. WBRZ first tried to break this story. Chris Nakamoto spoke to her lawyer and has details on what is next for her.
Sylvia Michael, Melanie Curtin is still in custody but could be released soon as a bond is set. It comes after an extraordinarily unusual incident occurred. Judges overturning a jury's verdict.
It is exceptionally rare, but this is an exceptionally rare case, I would say.
Julie Tizard is now representing Curtin. She filed the appeal on her behalf, citing information that her lawyer John McClendon used during the trial. Curtin was convicted of raping an unconscious person, but judges determined that key evidence that should have been considered was not, and may have changed the outcome, so they overturned the verdict.
So her conviction and sentence are overturned, like they didn't exist, but the charges still stand because they remanded it for a new trial. So right now, so she has a new trial. So right now, it's possible they may be able to reinstate the previous bond, or they may have to issue a new bond.
The Attorney General's office told us they will appeal. They have a small window to do that. If the Supreme Court upholds the appeals court's decision, the case would need to be retried.
So you heard that. She is out on bond right now. If she's found guilty, or if she takes a plea, I don't know. I don't think she should be have more time than the other female involved who got 40. Like I said, it's alleged if she did do it, she needs to do time. The other one did shit with children. She was doing life. How weird must it be, though? She's been in jail for, I don't know how long she was in jail for. But you're in prison doing life. Now you're back out on bond. I mean, I couldn't imagine what would be going through your head. So I'm going to follow that, of course. It's more of a local thing down here. Like I said, everybody else, you can go look it up. It's Denny Perkins and Cynthia Perkins, and then Melanie Curtin. You put it in YouTube or anywhere, it's going to pop up. And it was, you'll hear some crazy shit with it. I'm going to tell you that right now. This next one was also local because I tried to do a lot of Louisiana crime. Just give y'all a rundown. It's just old news over here. It's not as big. I think it was over the past weekend or something like that. Walker High School had homecoming or something like that. That this young lady, her parents, her mom or whatever, paid for a venue for an after party or something at homecoming, private event. The DJ there shot a video, and I think he put it on his Facebook page or some page, and promoting his business, saying, "Hey, look, it's a party, yada yada yada." This young lady that was in the video is, I think she's on student council. She has like a 4.2 or 4.0, grade point average. Very active in school and all that stuff like that. Well, I think in the video, they were in bathing suits. I mean, still almost 90 degrees around here. Private party, and I think one of her friends was twerking in front of her, and she was behind her. I don't know, dancing behind her while her friend was twerking. Understand this. I'm an old fart. I don't like the twerking thing. I don't see what the turn on is if some girl or whatever bent over, slapping her ass cheeks together. I don't know. I'm old, out of date, out of touch, I guess. I don't know. I don't like it. But this girl was at a private event that her parents paid for, dancing. Okay, that's how kids dancing. Kids, even grown up people dance nowadays. And so this video was out on the internet, and the principal of Walker High School, St. Pierre, I guess somebody brought it to his attention or something. I'm not sure. What's up, Johnny? He calls her in, and they have a sit down. I guess just him and her, 16-year-old girl, or 17, and he ends up pulling her off of student council. This is, like I said, I'm just going off of memory and what I've read, and they got into discussion, of religion and how that's not, good for your soul or whatever, and took a recommendation for some scholarship away from her, and basically just torpedoed this young girl's high school career over a video of her dancing behind one of her friends twerking. Okay, like I said, as much as I don't like it. I mean, just because I don't like it, don't make it illegal. And this was a non-school event, off school property, private event. So course, the internet, Facebook blew the hell up around here. And, I mean, it was all over. So he ended up, I think now when I hear is he resigned, retired, took a leave, I don't know, retired or something. And she got all her stuff back and everything, of course. You know, they had some kids walk out of school because they then made the assistant principal the new principal. Well, nobody likes the assistant principal from what I'm hearing. Well, you know what? You don't get to pick and choose. Those kids walked out, and people were like, oh, yeah, no, all them kids that walked out and their little protest shit ought to be suspended. You just don't get up and walk out of class. I heard some rumors that some kids were throwing shit at teachers. If that's the case, all these kids those kids need to be kicked out of school. You don't do shit like that. Let me play this little video, see what we have. I think this the video is after
overturned is now a Livingston
is after the mom, and then I think this is after he resigned or something like that, is what I believe.
Okay, first off,
It's a little girl.
just kind of walk us through the situation.
Yes, sir. So basically, this past Saturday we had a homecoming after party. I've always had the after party. Nothing bad was distributed, nothing bad was happening. There was a song playing and one of my friends was dancing and I was behind her kind of like hyping her up dancing. And on either Monday or Tuesday morning, I got called into the office and they were both, Mr. St. Pierre and Ms. Becknell, the principal and assistant principal, were sitting in the office waiting for me. And I always get called in for student government and everything, so I didn't think anything like it or of it. So when I sat down and they basically told me that I was kicked off of student government because of a video that was sent in, I instantly just started crying hysterically. I was really, really upset because student government is the best thing that happened to me during high school. I just cried and cried, and they basically told me that I should be ashamed of myself, that they were concerned for my afterlife and everything like that if I wasn't following basically God's ideal.
All right, we'll cut into the video. First of all, it was a private event. Whatever people's beliefs are, this is a public school, and people, you know, all these people wanted to take Jesus and God out of school, right? He's bringing this up to this girl. If he wanted to get in depth with this girl's religion and all this stuff and her eternal soul, she at least had mom in there. I'm a cop. I know for a fact you can't question children without a parent being around, okay? Also, I don't know if they're going to get into it here. They make these kids sign some kind of social media policy paper or something like that. Like I said, as much as I don't like the dancing, she's dancing behind her friend. She's having a good time. When did these schools become a dictatorship around here? I know a lot of places are, but first thing I thought of, I was like, is this a new version of the Footloose movie? I mean, the gall of this principal to do this. Maybe he was really concerned about her well-being or something, but to do this, I mean, people have constitutional rights and stuff like that. And y'all basically telling this, you know, trying to tell this girl she can't dance because you don't like the way she dances. It's just total bullshit.
Which made me cry even more. And he asked me if I wanted to see the video. I said no, please, because I'd already seen the video and I didn't think anything of it. I've been a dancer my entire life and I just really like to have fun. And so he still made me watch it. I just cried and cried and cried until finally one of my friends, he let me speak to her. And I spoke to her until I could calm down a little bit after maybe an hour and a half-ish. So then I went back to my class and my teacher consoled me because she felt really bad.
But he had given you, he had sent that he chose 2 kids for a scholarship.
I forgot to say.
And so basically he had to do some stuff for the scholarship and her counselor was going to help fill that out because it was due the same day that this transpired. And so whenever in the process, he also
in my next class, and I kept having to go walk out because I just kept crying.
You kind of get the gist of it. Like I said, he's retired, resigned, whatever. Of course, it's not, you give a pound of flesh, it's not going to help. I believe this man way overstepped his boundaries. Me and my wife actually had a conversation about it because she's like, because this man has done a lot for the high school. He was a good principal. And I told her, I said, you know what? He basically violated this girl's constitutional rights and stuff like that and what she was doing. I said, let me explain something to you. If I violate somebody's constitutional rights, I'm going to get fired. And I think a chance I may go to jail. Okay? Sometimes these teachers, some of them, he may have meant good well from it, but there's a certain point. Step back. Her mom was at this party. Her mom was letting her dance there. I think her mom, it's not your job. It's not your job. I think some of these teachers really, really need. I'm not going to get on a soapbox on it too much, but some of these teachers really, really need to take a step back on some of this shit. We can raise our own children, most of us, and if not, maybe you shouldn't be having children. This next one here, let me see, it's a picture. So you support the principal? Well, says everybody's choice. I think he just overstepped his boundaries. I mean, the kid was dancing. He, like I said, this is a bad movie, bad thing of Footloose. Like I say, from what I understand, he was a great principal. Did a lot of good stuff for school. Overstepped his boundaries. I heard he took a leave of absence. He may be back next year. Different kids or whatever. We'll see. That was him. That's the principal there. That's going. This guy right here. We pull up the story. I don't know if he's still there or not. I'm assuming he is. He was in the Baton Rouge Police Academy. I guess he's still in, but he was going through police academy. The thing is, his name's Keegan. He was arrested back in 2020 by the Baton Rouge Police Department, which is only 3 years ago. What was he arrested for? He was arrested for negligent homicide. He was I think he was acquitted, or they dropped the charges or something like that. He's 26 now. He got arrested for negligent homicide. What happened is, I remember this story. He was Jihan playing finger fucking a gun or something in the back seat of a car. Accidentally pulled the trigger. Shot this girl in the back. I don't know if it was girlfriend or how it was. I don't remember. Shot her in the back and she died. Then he lied about it. He said she had the gun and accidentally shot herself. I don't know how you accidentally shoot yourself in the freaking back, but he tried to lie about it, and he got arrested. Anyway, charges got dismissed, dropped, or whatever. And but then he's in police academy. Now I'm not downing the dude. Well, yes, I guess I am. Yeah, my thing is you in police academy. And he's like, oh, well, he didn't. He was charged, but he wasn't convicted. That's correct. He was charged, he wasn't convicted. My thing is, he fucking lied. Okay, he lied about it. He lied about shooting somebody in the back. How trustworthy is he going to be on the street? How trustworthy is this guy going to be? So I ain't say he's the same opinion. I don't like that crazy dancing these kids these days, but yeah. The dude way overstepped his advocate. He was just being fictitious. That he picked up 1,500 new followers because that dude's antics. I'm telling you, I was going to do the story on this past weekend. I just got lazy, so I just threw it out. Yeah, I mean, he just it was like she just took a I think you might have put his face on the thing with the Footloose or something like that. I saw somebody did it. But this guy's, I guess he's still in police academy. I don't know. But he lied about shooting somebody in the back. I mean, and I always say, everybody that knows me has been listening to me for a while, and knows I always say, when I got to ask my opinion one time, what's one piece of advice I give to somebody going to law enforcement, I said, I always tell the truth. Because once you don't have your word, once you're a liar, you're done. That's all you got is your word. This guy's already showed to be a liar. Oh, he said he's still in the academy. He said, that's crazy. I would never want to work with this dude. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. And I guarantee you, that's not real far. So, you know, just crazy right there. Of course, Karen's all over, you know, because she's going to try to keep BRPD in check. So I think they did her a favor when they got her fired. I think she's doing way better now than she did when she was actually with the news people. The next guy. See, Johnny says, he said, I wouldn't trust that guy with the weapon, handcuffs, and badges. Me neither. You know, Sarah says he's going to get eaten alive in court. Oh, yeah. They're going to have to me, I mean, they should Brady list them straight off the bat. I mean, and it's going to come out. This guy over here, this is also local in Baton Rouge, living Spare, Georgia. You see this guy, which is hard to see because he's got a fucking mask on his face. I mean, I wish they would tell people they got to stop wearing this shit. It's stupid. It don't work. People do it to help disguise themselves now and not because of the COVID crap. This guy was spamming people. If I find the damn story on it, he was going up to people's doors trying to get money out of them. I know that. And I'm trying to remember what the spam was altogether, but he was going up to people's doors. Here it is. Oh, he's going up and he's posing as a Chase Bank worker. Okay. I never had bank people show up to my house and knock on a door. And I'll tell you, usually, if they work for the bank, are dressed better than that anyway. Anyway, people called and said that the guy said he's taking victims' money by using personal information in the call. According to the sheriff's office, the victim received a call on their cell phone that they recognized as a number from Denham Springs Chase Bank. Somebody probably spoofed it or something. They identified themselves as a Chase Bank employee at the branch. He said the victim's debit card was compromised and the victim needed to, he's not going to your house. He's doing it over the phone. So he got the people's debit card information from them over the phone, went to the bank, and guess what? He took money out of it using their bank card information. First of all, I'm not giving nobody my bank card information, and because if it's the bank calling me, guess what? They already have my fucking information. My bank that I use, I had to get a new card recently. As soon as I think it was tried to get used in like California, and they texted me and say, "Hey, this is you." Nope, they ain't get no money from me. Now you ain't got a new card. They don't usually call you, so I hope people don't fall for it. I know a lot of people fall for the fake IRS shit. I like fucking with them when they call me. You know, I had them call me. Tell me if I don't send them $8,000 for back taxes, they're gonna put me in jail. I'm like, can you come before lunch? I'm a poor motherfucker, and I need to get there before they serve the lunch because I'm hungry. And they'll hang up on me. I'm going to tell you what, these people, these spam callers, especially the ones with very strong Indian accents or something, so it must be a universal thing. If you talk shit about somebody's mama, I don't care what part of the world they're in, they get pissed off and will hang up on you. Because I'll start talking shit about their mama. Oh, fuck you, and hang up on me and shit like that. I think it's funny. Yeah, I mean, I have gotten calls about my student loan forgiveness stuff. I don't have no student loans. I never had student loans, and I get that shit all the time. I remember back in days, call and ask if you wanted to buy vinyl siding and shit on your house. So just be careful, people, especially the older people. You need to watch your parents, because those are can get the real victims of the spam stuff. If I still got this story, nope. I don't know what happened to that one, but we're going to go over here to this. Oh yeah, I do have it. We're going to Baker, Louisiana. Gonna pull this picture up. Let's see it. This is right there. Everybody, that's not a dude, okay? That's a chick. I don't know I guess that's one of them little teardrop things they got over there. Eyeball, big neck tattoos. I will assume that she is of the homosexual persuasion from the way she looks, okay? Because I thought it was a dude at first. She worked for the city of Baker. That's part of Baton Rouge. Reggie, the girl's name's Reggie. She is accused of getting into a shootout. Oh, maybe it is a dude. Maybe that's a dude. I don't know. One of them was a girl. So I got a dude that looks like a lesbian. Okay. Getting in a shooting with, of course, they could be putting it down there. So got in a shootout with the coworker and then booked for attempted murder. More than a month after the shooting sent him to the hospital. Police department said Trenton Brown, okay, it is a guy, 20, had gotten into an argument with coworker at the city's workshop, according to witnesses. Brown allegedly left work, got a gun, came back later to catch up with the victim, who had also left the business. The victim told officers Brown fired at him, but he fired back with the gun he keeps on him at work for protection. Fucking Baker, dangerous and motherfucker. You got to, I carry a gun at work, but I'm a cop. These motherfuckers are probably like grass cutters or some shit, okay? He don't look like he's working as an engineer or nothing like that, okay? This guy went and got a gun. The other guy already had a gun on him. So the other guy shoots at him. It's like, oh shit, I missed because I had my gun sideways probably. Another guy shot back at him. The two reportedly then began shooting at each other. So they had a shootout. They determined Brown to be the aggressor. This Brown. Brown was hit during the shootout and taken for medical attention. The co-worker was issued a summons for illegal carrying of weapons on his person while working for the city. So all he got was, like, you ain't supposed to have a gun. Dang. Okay. Brown was arrested for attempted second-degree murder and illegal use of weapons. So Brown, the other guy got a ticket because he wasn't supposed to have a gun at work, and this motherfucker got arrested for shooting at the guy first. So I don't know what they were arguing about. He wanted to weed eat, another guy wanted to ride the lawnmower. Fuck, I don't know, but dangerous over there in Baker. And my dumb ass actually mistook this dude for a lesbian. I mean, it happens. It just happens sometimes. So you never know anymore. He might identify as a lesbian. I don't know, but see, you did too, didn't you, Johnny? See this next story. Got us a little road rage incident. I'll hear you, Duke whining again. This is a fella, not unless it's a really hairy chin lesbian, which could happen. Okay, this man allegedly wounded a driver in a road rage incident after it was failed to merge. The man was arrested after he allegedly shot the driver of a truck who he almost hit while trying to merge. So this motherfucker almost causes the accident, merging on top of the other vehicle, gets pissed off, and then shoots at the other guy because he's a fucking dumbass. How's that? The victim spoke with officers after the shooting. It happened on September 28th on North Street. He said an SUV had tried to merge into the lane he was driving in and almost hit him. When he stopped at a red light, the driver got out, this guy right here, McKnight, said he was going to fight him and shot him in the leg. I guess he didn't want a fair fight, so he shot the dude in the leg, said, all right, now I done gimped you up, now I'm going to beat your ass. Pussy. He was arrested Wednesday for attempted second-degree murder and illegal use of weapons. Dumbass. This dude don't even look that. Look how young this dude looks, too. Looks young as shit. He could be lesbian. He's got real, his eyes and stuff right here. Very, he's very feminine looking around his eyes right there. I don't know. But, yeah. It was his fault. He almost caused the wreck. And, then he wants to, I'm going to fight you. Bang, I shot you in the leg. Now get out. I can't. You shot me in the leg, bitch. So, just stupid. Because these younger generation, they don't know how to fist fight no more. Just get out, beat each other's ass, and go about your business. This next one, let's see. Must have to do this one on the video. This one is about a pedo. You know, we love talking about pedos, don't we? He looks like a man lesbian, too. He kind of does. Let's see what video we're going to. Video number 3. Let me get over here to it. Since I don't have a producer, I got to do all of this myself. Did I miss video 2? Guess so.
From a story about hero parents to a story about angry parents, we're talking about Hubbard Elementary in Sylmar. LAUSD confirming they have extra patrols there. They had 2 lockdowns dealing with a suspect who is suspected making criminal threats of.
Telling you what I'm suspecting is I'm having a hard time dealing with it. I'm being mean, but I can't help myself somehow. Is this lady's eyebrows right here? They're causing me anxiety, okay? These eyebrows. Pretty sure she got these bitches painted on with I don't know, a brush or something, but they're causing me anxiety. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Exposing himself to the kids. He was supposed to be here at the San Fernando Valley courtroom. Let me show you what happened.
It's a joke. It's our lawmakers don't care.
Angry parents with children at Hubbard Elementary in Sylmar, where you could see extra patrols today, 2 days after parents got a Citizens app notification of a possible threat at the school. They ran to get their kids, and this dad does not want his face on camera.
Then after a few minutes,
I don't understand. If you going, what you scared about? Fuck that. I'm gonna get on there and say, hey, see this ugly ass fat motherfucker right here? Come around my kid with some pedophile bullshit. Because let me tell you what, you fuck around with my family, and it's already been, and people that do know me knows I'm not lying. I will catch a charge in a heartbeat if you fuck around with my family. I don't care what you say, do to me. I don't care. Fuck around with my family, especially my wife and my kids or something like that. I will fucking lose my shit. And trust me, the cops called on me before and shit, okay? For losing my shit because somebody's fucking around with one of my kids. So I'm going to say, you see this face right here? Yeah, remember it. It may be the last thing you ever see.
they lifted the lockdown. So that at that point, we grabbed our kids out of the school because they hadn't got the guy.
But they had a description, and this man who has grandchildren at the school saw him.
So he was...
Ricky Suave right here, he don't give a fuck. He's like, nope, they want to see this face.
And right in front where the kids were, right in front, he went like this and looked at it, and then he turned around this way, and then he grabbed his pants, and I said, oh my God, he's got a gun.
Photos by parents show them taking down.
No, look at this whacked out. Look at him fucking eyes. You're just whacked out looking motherfucker right here. You're probably on drugs or something. If you want to touch kids and you're a grown person, that somebody needs to just whack your dick off or something like that. You shouldn't be walking around. Y'all don't say, be careful what you say on Facebook. You get kicked off. I told you to go to Rumble. So
The man later arrested by LAPD, who identified him as 30-year-old Antonio Montelongo. He was booked on a felony count of exposing himself. Bail set at $50,000.
He pulled his pants, he was exposing. But I grabbed his hand. I didn't let him go because I didn't know if he had a gun. And this other partner just grabbed him by the neck. We tackled him down. I told him, why you want to harm the kids? He said, I want to kill them all. I want to kill them all, he said.
So I understand that Mr. Montalongo is a mishap, that he's been transported for health reasons.
In court today, No Montelongo were told he had a nervous breakdown, but the DA rejected the case, kicking the felony to a misdemeanor.
The fuck? Y'all heard that, right? The DA kicked it from a felony to a misdemeanor. This dude just sit there. He pulled his dick out and showed it to little kids. Said he wanted to hurt and kill little kids. And this fucking woke DA said that done put this shit down to a misdemeanor. So when somebody murks this piece of shit on the street, good for him. Good for him. But they don't tell him where he's at. They're probably, they want to convict. They want to convict those people for protecting their children. Put that DA in jail. What happens? I bet you if that DA's kid, I bet you if that piece of shit pulled his dick out and wagged it at that DA's kid, he wouldn't be singing that tune, would he?
He said that our case was rejected because it's not a felony, because he has no priors.
This is you, Garzon. This is why we're having these problems.
I'm scared. I mean, my wife doesn't want to send my daughter back if this guy is out on the street.
We cannot take the chance that he goes back and shoots our kids, and then they're going to be now saying, oh, this is serious. It is serious already.
No comment from Gascon's office,
I'm
the DA,
sure.
but the city attorney's actually tackling this. They're filing misdemeanor charges, yes, but 3 of them.
Ooh, 3 misdemeanor charges. Really? Really? Of course, the DA Gascon. Where the fuck is this? We got to buy in California or some shit. Sounds like to me somebody needs to go on this person list. I ain't saying I ain't saying do nothing. I just said if it happened to somebody, who's gonna miss Jesus over there? I have no fucking idea. I can't believe this shit. That shit right there infuriates me.
For criminal threats, lewd conduct, and trespassing, and they doubled the
Lewd conduct. You pull your dick out and show it to little kids. Lewd conduct? Really?
bail to $100,000. He's supposed to be back here on Monday. The parents will be here, so will Fox 11.
And he had I can't come to court today. I had a nervous breakdown. Fuck your nerves. I'm getting myself all worked up. Shit like that pisses me the hell off to no end, especially when it comes to with little children. I don't know how y'all live in California. I got a lot of people that listen in California. I don't know how y'all deal with it. I mean, it's like taking your life in your own hand, because they're gonna let the criminals out of jail and lock your ass up because you talked to a school board member and you were rude. They're gonna let pedophiles out. Oh, it's just a misdemeanor. Well, he didn't ejaculate on him. He just, said, "Hey, little kid, look at my dick." I know what I would do. I know what I would do. What's up, Billy? I know what I can do. Just not gonna say it here. This next one, got some juveniles. I don't know. I think we got California or Chicago or New York. I'm gonna say this is one of the 3 places it's from. We have it's a stabbing. So go figure, right?
From a story about hero
this
parents
video
to a story about angry parents.
Year-old boy is stabbed and killed on an MTA bus this afternoon, and tonight a 14-year-old is in custody. CBS 2's Allie Bauman reports from Elthingville in Staten Island.
There was chaos aboard this MTA bus on Staten Island Friday. Police say a 13-year-old boy was on board around 2:30 p.m. As the bus neared Highland Boulevard and Littlefield Avenue, another teenager got on.
Witnesses state there's an argument on a bus, a knife is produced, and gang signs were being shown back and forth.
We spoke to one witness who did not want to show his face for fear of his own safety.
They start yelling at each other. I guess they knew each other, had beef or something. and he walked over and pulled a knife out of his pocket and grabbed him and started stabbing him.
Police say the 13-year-old was stabbed in the chest.
So a 14-year-old stabbed a 13-year-old in the chest with a knife by throwing gang signs and shit. Well, it's, you know, they're not outlawed guns in these big cities, so I guess they're going to have to outlaw knives next. No more knives. Yeah, he came at me with a finger gun. Pew, pew. Because, like I said, I think I made this comment beginning of the year when I was talking about, you know, the outlaw guns everywhere. Then he's just going to start stabbing each other to death. Damn, I hate it when I'm right. And this is a freaking 14-year-old stabbing a 13-year-old.
Screamed, help, somebody call the cops, I can't breathe.
The assailant took off running.
I'll give it to this one. I'm always picking on people saying, I can't breathe. I'll give it. The kid had a knife stuck in his chest. He probably had a punctured lung or something. He probably was having a hard time breathing. I'll give him that.
Fidgety, and he kept staring back down and looking all around and dipping. Then he made a left.
Police say 2 passers-by, a state environmental conservation officer and a retired NYPD sergeant, tracked the 14-year-old suspect down before police arrived.
The retired sergeant starts to follow the male who did the stabbing. At this time, another witness points him out and says, this person just stabbed somebody, and the sergeant effects the arrest.
The victim was rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Investigators scoured the scene for evidence Friday and are reviewing video from onboard cameras. The MTA says the bus driver is traumatized.
He's broken up right now from what he experienced.
This is one of the safest neighborhoods. I've never seen anything like this go on.
Police believe the motive for this stabbing may be gang-related. In the Eltingville section of Staten Island, Allie.
You think 14-year-old murked, done straight up stabbed this 13-year-old to death. I bet you they don't charge him as an adult. Not in New York. He's probably already out. Probably give him some community service to do picking up trash. Johnny says, California outlawed plastic straws and freedom. Yes, that's been going a long time in California over there. Beautiful state, beautiful, but crazy laws. We're going to next video. He's in New York. They'd probably give him money. Probably would. There's another stabbing.
Rochelle police officers and a child are injured by a man with a knife. Police say 43-year-old Levon Mott burst into his ex-girlfriend's apartment yesterday. Officers, they say they found Mott holding a knife and a young child while attempting to free the child. 2 officers and the 2-year-old were cut. They were not seriously hurt, though. Mott faces charges, including assault and endangering the welfare of a child.
So we got another one. Crazy motherfucker broke in and took a little kid hostage. I'm glad cop and him didn't get hurt too bad. 2-year-old got cut too. Just crazy people out there in this crazy world. More stabbings though, huh? Oh, look, we're going to Chicago now, and guess what this video is about? Oh, it's about some more fucking stabbings. How about that? Because they want to get rid of the guns. We're just going to stab each other up.
Charged 18-year-old Egypt Otis with first-degree murder in the death of 16-year-old Heaven Taylor.
So Egypt kid stabbed Heaven. Hey, I ain't making it up. That's the name. I mean, her name's Egypt. Where's she at? Right here. With her red hair. That's Egypt. And she didn't like Heaven. So she stabbed. I just can't.
Death of 16-year-old Heaven
Killed
Taylor.
her.
Police say Otis fatally stabbed the teenage girl in the Loop Tuesday night near Van Buren and Federal.
18-year-old girl. And stabbed and killed 16, 17-year-old girl. Wow. Wonder what that one was over. Just going over to the bar clubs having to close early because of violence. There's no violence in this world no more.
Is causing immediate changes at a popular West Side bar.
Tia Ewing has the response to another armed robbery in Westtown.
Crime definitely impacting the Westtown community, and this bar, the cameras outside have captured it all. Inside, customers are smiling and having a good time.
I gotta say, this looks like a pretty cool bar. I like the lighting they have. I don't know if you'll see it again, the arch made out of skulls outside and stuff in the front. Very cool. Place I would go to for sure.
At the Irish Nobleman Pub on Erie and Noble, but outside.
Yeah, look at it right here. Is that cool or what? Yeah, I'd go there.
The emotion is different. Fear because surveillance cameras have captured several crimes playing out steps away from the bar.
We're protecting ourselves, basically. So I've had our armed security at the bar. We have the lockup early.
Just 24 hours ago, bar owner Declan Morgan says his surveillance cameras captured a SUV pulling up. 3 armed suspects hop out and rob 3 people. Seconds later, 2 other innocent people walking by on Huron and Noble were shaken down too. This video shows the getaway car and Chicago police arriving on scene.
And they flew down the street here, turned left here, and we're gone. And it probably took about a minute for it to happen.
It's not the first time a crime has played out here. There's been a slew of other robberies in the area and carjackings.
You arrest someone, they got to go to jail, and they got to stay in jail. And they can't be let out on the, they'll out the next day. It's like if you're arrested and you're out.
That's what everybody voted for in these areas. That's what they wanted. Bail reform, no bail, defund the police. Well, how's that working out for y'all? I'm not saying he voted for it, but how's this working out? Can't fucking walk down the street without getting robbed.
What's the deterrent?
Residents say they would feel safer if city leaders prioritized crime, and they'd like to see more police on patrol. But they know the department is short-staffed, and they believe the criminals know that too.
I never would have left my entire life. In the past 3 months, my wife and I have been arguing every day about, how quickly we can move to the suburbs. And a lot of it comes down
to
crime.
The city.
Many residents that live in this community tell me that they're very cautious because of the crime of what time they come out in the morning and also at night. Tia.
That's what you get. Build back worse. Criminals got it all. Let's go to this next one here.
Known that this was going to happen.
The LAPD.
Oh yeah, that's Ken Roybal, by the way. He's been on the podcast before with him and Steve Gould and stuff. I didn't know he was all like famous and shit now. But remember what I talked about not long ago in past episodes where they wanted to make non-citizens, people with green cards, I'm assuming anyway, but non-citizens allowed to be cops. Chicago's talking about doing it at the beginning of the year. I mean, I got ripped up on they tried to rip me up on fucking Reddit and stuff. My karma over there is like in the negatives, but I stuck to my guns. You ain't change my mind because I know I'm right. Well, California's already doing this. Well, as like I said, when you have non-citizens becoming cops, there's issues about it because there's federal laws and stuff, and that's what they're talking about. You have these cops that work for LAPD, once they're not on duty no more, it is illegal for them to possess or carry a firearm. So they have to leave their guns at work. They're not allowed to bring them home. So now you have a cop that's not allowed to have a gun when they're off duty, which you're a freaking target, okay? This is what they're talking about.
Finds itself in a conundrum. 2 of their newest recruit officers are DACA recipients, also known as Dreamers. California passed a law allowing non-citizens to become police officers. But as retired LAPD background investigator Ken Roybal explains, there is a significant federal problem with that.
They kind of back themselves into a corner because federal law dictates that the DACA recipients, although eligible to work in the United States legally or in California, they can't take their guns home, they can't possess guns, they can't buy ammo. And so they're not police officers, technically armed police officers when they go home.
Our inside sources say the department is working to fix this problem, but they confirm the new DACA hires will only be able to have their LAPD-issued guns while at work, and they will not be able to purchase any ammunition.
If a police officer cannot take his gun home, isn't that problematic? I mean, it could be a safety issue.
It's an officer safety issue. It's a big officer safety issue because when an officer goes home, they leave a station, you drive out of the station. With the identities of police officers getting out nowadays, they aren't armed and they will not be able to protect themselves, even at home.
We contacted LAPD Chief Michael Moore for comment, and while he initially said he would address this issue with us, Chief Moore did not get back to us in time for the story. The LA Police Protective League chose not to comment, but LAPD Detective Jamie McBride, also an LAPPL director, issued a personal statement that says in part, "I would be very concerned with allowing non-citizens to have the ability to arrest U.S. citizens. That doesn't even sound right. And the LAPD also wants to provide firearms to these non-citizens in violation of federal law."
How do you think this is going to be resolved?
There's absolutely no way to resolve it because they're not going to change the fact.
There's a way to resolve it. I'm going to tell you how to resolve it. Don't fucking hire non-citizens to be cops. Problem solved. And I'm not even that smart. And I figured that shit out. Don't hire non-citizens to be cops. Done. Period. Not too hard. Let's get to the next one.
But they say that they returned to the scene of the crime to retrieve an item left behind.
If we doing hot nuts, this would be my hot nuts. These two ladies were shoplifting at this store, dropped their fucking cell phone or something, then comes back after they robbed the store to get her fucking cell phone back. This is just crazy.
Can you believe it?
People work as hard for their money, and I don't think that it's okay for you just to demand free things.
At the Premier Nail Supply store in Marietta, things are back to normal Wednesday night. But at the lunch hour, September 19th, the owner says 2 female suspects came into the store appearing to want to buy supplies. When it came time to pay, they instead ran out, carrying about $600 in merchandise. Inside the store are numerous surveillance cameras. The owner shared the footage exclusively with Fox 11. You can see the cashier and the owner dressed in blue chasing after the alleged robbers. But it went.
You see the alleged robbers? These 2 fat cunts right here? Yeah, these 2. And I did call them what I just did because I can't stand people that steal shit. You steal these people that own this business, you know, working, trying to make a living and stuff, and you're here stealing money out of their pocket because what, you think you should have to pay for anything?
From bad to worse. One of the suspects returned to the store when she realized she left behind her phone, which included a driver's license. She aggressively demanded the phone back. The owner and clerk said if you return the items, we'll give you your phone back. No questions asked.
Give me my stuff back. You can hear your stuff and you can just go. That's balls right there. Come back in after you know what I play. And what happens next? I don't believe in hitting women, but when this bitch put her hands on me like that, she would be going, after she went to jail, she'd be going to the dentist because I'd have knocked every fucking tooth out of her mouth.
Then it got really ugly. Instead, the alleged female robber gets violent, throwing the owner to the ground.
See her push him? And how you let that girl push you down that easy? Come on, dude.
And roughing up the cashier, who is pregnant. Granted, robbing a nail supply.
He let her push him around that much. That bitch would have been in the dirt, I'm telling you. By the time the cops got there, she'd have been fucked up. I'm sorry. Woman and no woman. Once you don't put your hands on me, no. You won't put your hands on me like a man, and we'll treat you like a man.
My store isn't exactly an Einstein move, but for getting your phone and coming back for it, even worse. The people we spoke to here today expressed concern for the owner.
And when people just come in and steal from them, I just don't think that it's right.
Again, look at the video of the woman assaulting the owner and lunging at the pregnant woman behind the counter. Police say the theft was less than the cost of the phone. These images show the injuries to the store owner, who would not talk to us on camera, but confirmed the chain of events. The suspects left in a black vehicle. Now, according to police, they say that they located them about a mile away with the stolen property right there in full view. They were taken into custody and arrested and booked on numerous charges.
And I bet you they got out the same day. I bet you they got out the same exact day. Okay? That's the problem when these woke ass places like that. If I owned a business in an area like that, as inconvenient as it would be, I'm telling you, I would have one of those magnetic lock doors with a buzzer on it, and it would stay locked. You come up to the door, and it'd have a thing on it for entrance, please ring buzzer. And you have to also I'm going to have to buzz you back out. So if you rob me, guess what? Your ass is just locked in the fucking store. And you're not coming in. If I don't like you, I don't like you. You got a hoodie on and a mask. You're not coming in here. Take it off. Pull it down. Take your mask off. You're not coming to my store. I'm going to inconvenience you. If somebody really wants to buy nail shit that bad, they'll come in there. I'd rather be a little inconvenienced. I mean, look at these Walgreens that are chaining up their fucking ice cream and the milk because people are stealing it. I mean, come on. That's what the world can come to. People think they're entitled to shit. You ain't entitled to nothing. If you want something, get out there and work for it. Thieves like that are just like one step above wife beaters. We have pedophiles, wife beaters, and then thieves. I can't stand it. Because, especially if you've ever been robbed or anything like that, people stole your shit, you get it. It pisses you off. I mean, you work hard for what you got, and then somebody thinks they can just come in here and steal it, take it, because. I probably don't have a picture of this man up here. Let me see if I can find it real fast if I downloaded it. Surprised. Yeah, here he is. I don't know why I didn't put it up. This man right here, this ugly face, this old bastard right here. This old guy? Yeah, well, this piece of shit's dead. But unfortunately, he didn't die the way he should have died, okay? Sheriff Grady Judd made a statement, too. This guy was on Florida death row inmate who's convicted of killing a deputy and two other people over 40 years ago. And guess what? He died in prison. Why does it take 40 fucking years to kill somebody? He murdered 3 freaking people, snuffed them out, ended their lives. Besides ending their life, screwed up all of their relatives' lives in the process with it. His name was Paul Beasley Johnson. He was 74 years old when he died. He was receiving ongoing medical treatment while he was in custody. They didn't say what he died from. Hopefully, I hope it was painful. That's all I got to say. This was in 81. He killed the people. Anyway, he was on death row. And, even Grady Judd says he wished, it takes too long. 40 freaking years on death row, really? So he got, basically, he might not have been free, but he lived out his entire life. This piece of shit lived out his entire life and died an old man. Those 3 people he killed, did they have that opportunity? No. They need to start fast tracking that shit. It should not take that long. There's only, really, appeal after appeal after appeal after appeal. Come on. If you want to, take it back and check it 2 or 3 times. After that, I think within 5 to 6 years after your death penalty conviction, your ass ought to be speaking of Satan personally. Of course, I also think they should go back. I think they should do public execution because I think that would deter a lot of it. If they televised these pieces of shit being put to death, might make people think, yeah, I might not want to break the law and do shit like that because I just watched them kill this person. But that's me. Just dumbass redneck cop, right? Yeah, see, it's true. It's true. I mean, especially here in Louisiana, we hadn't put anybody to death in over 30 years, and at all. You know, I mean, well, hell, John Bell Edwards, he was trying to let all of the fuckers off death row, not let them out of jail, but just give them all life because he don't believe in the death penalty. I bet you somebody killed one of his family members, he'd be thinking differently about it. I'll be so glad when he's not our governor no more. That day cannot come soon enough. All right. Did all my stories. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Just do a little extra out. Like I said, Saturday, got a lot of escorts coming up. So y'all pay attention. I put them out live while I'm doing the escorts, you know, something you want to ride along with the Iceman with or something like that. Feel free to. Oh, let me, I didn't do it at the beginning. I want to do it at the end. Throw out the, mention the full crew members. As soon as I get it pulled up. Then I'm going to cook some supper. Then I'm going to cook chili. I know it's not cold. It's supposed to be a cold food, but, you know, I want it. So we got Mr. Ronald Holstein, full crew member. We got Jared Nitrous, MOTORCOP for life, full crew member. We got Mr. John DeMink. We got Dan Crossman with Burley Board. Y'all go check him out. He makes some awesome wood products. We got T-Bird, Mr. Jim Pocramp with the Short Track Guys podcast. Our favorite truck driver, Mr. Hoppy Hoppison. We got Blake Walker. We got A.A. Ron from I Had to Say It podcast, one of my go-tos if y'all want to check him out. We got Z Palmer. We got Roy Spalding, Roy with the S, not Roy with the P, our favorite girl in Australia, JoJo. And we got Miss Kaylee Norris and Tasha A from the state of Washington. Our OG crew member, Melissa Holstein. Appreciate y'all helping me pay the bills, as always. All right, appreciate you coming along, Billy. Till our next episode, you never know when I might pop one up. So turn your notifications on for me. Like I said, y'all go download Rumble and subscribe to me on there. And till the next episode, y'all stay safe, watch your back, watch your partner's back. Remember to smile, because I could always be behind you in that. We are not sheepdogs, we are lions.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm